So like small groups, slash like 5v5s left to do.
Okay.
Then I think we're done.
Okay. Interesting. So small scale, huh?
Small scale, but even. Hammer.
Talking about hammer and small scale, I kind of like Warhammer in small scale, but it's B tier.
B tier.
Justify
this to me, Ulf. Justify
All right,
it.
so if you have more people in fight, small scale, obviously like 5 versus 5, not that many people, not that many enemies pay attention to, so you can squeeze in those skills for debuffs. For example, the stamina regen debuff is very powerful in PvP if you can land it. And shockwave as well, if you can just roll dodge in lightweight. If you're using that into the fight, use shockwave, sneaky shockwave. That's my reason behind.
How long is the debuff on all CC from like the right tree thing? Let me look this up. Crowd Crusher Aftershock. 20% slow for 4 seconds after hitting with Path of Destiny. I could see it. I could see it being B tier. I could see it as a support weapon. I could see it. I'm not sure what you would combo it with though.
Like in a dual weapon with Warhammer?
Yeah.
What do
you bring with it? Great Axe?
Totally Great Axe. Paired with
so you're a support without CC though.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. You're just kind of annoying. You're hard to chase down.
Yeah.
I could see it. Life Staff?
Life Staff in small scale, I would go with S++ easily.
Yeah. Great Axe?
Protection alone. Great Axe. Great S+.
Okay. Do you wanna justify this one over S tier?
I like the Great Duel that it has 20% damage reduction for the whole group, even yourself.
Oh.
And just overall rape, like as a defensive ability to pull some boost. For example, if somebody's chasing your healer, you can rape them. And if you have the trait that slows the target if it's below 50% HP, then it can be very powerful.
I like it. Sword and Shield?
This range shield in small scale, like a annoying type of build for slowing somebody down. I would put it to like A, B tier, something between those two.
I think it probably belongs with the Warhammer. It's just annoying, but you can safely ignore. Maybe even C tier. I think you could just ignore a Sword and Shield. I don't think they have anything that can stick to you. Is the problem. And if they're built for like damage, they're just gonna die too quickly to burst.
Yeah.
They have to hit the 3rd attack in their light attack chain to get any slow. They can get a slow from like Shield Rush, but it's only 4 seconds. And Shield Rush is like a 30-second cooldown. Compare that to like Warhammer, and it's like an AoE ranged ability, and all of the abilities that do any CC will give a 4-second slow. I think it's just worse at being annoying.
True, but it also has leadership. Sword, 10% damage to a group. It's not that bad. But I would probably put it below Warhammer as well.
Yeah. Fire Staff?
Fire Staff, small scale. I would go with S+. Because of the damage.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Fire Stuff is up there. Incinerate becomes very strong small scale. Fireball, very, very strong small scale. I'm not sure if you're in the point yet where you can take Pillar of Fire over Burnout. Burnout, if you're against people who know what they're doing, you're never getting it off. So you kind of have to take Pillar of Fire. But other than that, you're in like a very sweet spot, I think. Ice Gauntlet?
I really like the control from Ice Gauntlet in small scale, so I would go with probably S tier.
Yeah, I like it. It's like what a Warhammer and Sword does, but it actually does damage as well.
Yeah.
And it's safer. You always have Pylon. Musket?
Musket small scale. I don't like it at all. Probably C tier. in my
Yeah,
opinion.
you might be able to justify with the traps that it can do something, but it's either like C or D tier. I think it might be the worst weapon for it, other than Spear. Wait, Spear has to have its own tier. It can get to C tier.
Well, on the other hand, all right. So my experience with Spear in small scale, again playing with Yui, because of his volt kick and sweep, it allowed me to kill targets pretty efficiently. So I would kind of rate it to B tier from my experience. I really like having Spear user in small scale PvP. Oh, that
I could
silence.
I
Oof.
could see it. I'm just thinking because
I know.
the upside of the Spear is the volt kick. The volt kick combo is very strong, but it's so easy to avoid. But if other people have a Spear, but in groups you can burst people down with a Spear.
Yeah, I'm looking at Spear more like a support weapon in small scale PvP because of the CC.
But at the other hand,
Yeah.
it is small scale PvP, and putting someone on a Spear does take away from your fire staffs. It does take away from your great axes, especially if someone's on a Spear specifically for burst. It feels worse than these other burst weapons, and I think the stuff down here is like it does something that other things don't do, right? Like Hammer has like a shitload of slows. Ice Gauntlet's up here because it's got slows and damage, but Spear does damage, which everything else here does, and it does burst damage. It does a lot of burst damage, but it doesn't have any sustain. It doesn't have any chase. It doesn't have any setup. You need so much time to get that burst damage off as well. Like you need the volt kick into the coup de grace. You can use a skewer or a perforate in like small group stuff. You don't have to use javelin. You can use cyclone as well, but it's not like wow, you know?
Yeah, I agree, but I still like it more than sword and musket. Small scale.
Okay. If we're gonna put hammer in B tier, I could probably see putting the spear in B tier as well.
Behind hammer, yeah.
Behind hammer, yeah, for sure. Bow?
Bow, that's a tricky one. I don't think the damage is there. I just see bow as a debuff build kinda in small scale for Rain of Arrows and Poison Shot, Poison Cloud.
And I think it does it worse than hammer and worse than spear.
Yeah, I would agree. D tier.
Rapier?
Rapier, I would go with B tier. I don't think it's that powerful in small scale.
We got the amount of people for the flurry stacking.
The chain
so
though, right?
It has to be S, yeah.
Okay, S tier.
Minimum S tier. It's not that great, but I mean you've got 5 people. If you've got 5 people, that means your flurry is off of cooldown permanently, and you can spam flurry and you can be immortal. It's just with 5 people, small scale, people are going to be able to focus you down a little bit more. They're going to be able to CC you out. They're going to be able to do something about it. You're going to get burst. Like, you don't really have, like, chase or anything. You have to wait for people to get into melee range. So it's not quite as strong as it is in, like, more disorganized stuff. And then hatchet.
It's gotta be... Well, A tier is empty. I would go with A tier because of the sustain. But then again, hatchet in a small scale is kind of fucking trash. It doesn't really offer anything.
Really?
I mean, it has no CC. It is sustain only for yourself. You can put up rend throw on target. I would go with A tier because it's empty. It's looking sad there. See? Yeah.
Thank you very much for...
It's my favorite weapon, obviously.
Congratulating me on a year of streaming.
Tier.
It's your favorite... Dude, are you sure that you actually like hatchet?
Just being honest about the weapon.
To be honest, I want to put it... It's between the S plus and the S++ tier to me.
Really? Okay, now I'm listening.
It's so easy to play around your cheat death.
True,
like, it's just such a good secondary weapon that, like, if you're in a 5v5 and somebody pulls out their hatchet, like, you're not gonna lock them down for the 3 seconds that it takes to kill them after their cheat death. They're gonna get the healing, they're gonna get their potion popped, their healer's gonna be on them. If you're trying to chase that guy, you're just not gonna have a good time. and then he just has to play safe, and maybe like, you know, he goes out, spends like 15 seconds healing, and then he comes back into the fight and he just plays like a little bit more passive. And then when the cheat death comes back from cooldown, like, it's gonna be impossible to lock that guy down again. The fact that you have the cheat death, the fact that you have the bonus movement speed from Berserk, and the immunity to stagger, I think just makes it such a good offhand weapon that if you're playing against 5 people with a hatchet, it's so difficult to kill any of them. Like, you just the amount of lockdown you need to do it makes it very, very strong in my opinion. And obviously, like, you still have the idea that you can't ever trade into a hatchet because they've got their cheat death, so you're both going to fall low and they're not going to die. And you can trade into like a 1v5 as well for like a couple of seconds, and then you know, you time it so you get your Berserk pop of the healing and the potion pop. What do you think? Because you use hatchet a lot more than I do.
Yeah, I was thinking more with like a main weapon. If you're talking about the secondary weapon, like literally for the sustain, then I would agree. It's very strong because of the heal and just movement speed as well. If you wanna run around run away, wait for potion cooldown. But again, yeah, I was thinking more of it like a main weapon, which is kind of dog shit. But secondary weapon, okay, I can see it being much stronger than that.
I think I might put it in the S+ tier, and then I might move the Ice Gauntlet down to the A tier.
Okay.
It's a nice enabling weapon. It's definitely the best support weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think you can get away without a support in small scale, like 5v5s. I think the CC you get from Gravity Well and Reap is enough.
Yeah. I would agree with that, especially if you have the slow perk on your armor or weapon.
The Reap, yeah. Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, sounds about right.
This is our...
And Bo is looking to... In conclusion, Lifestaff is the most broken, hands down. Sadly.
You think it's gonna get nerfed or buffed?
Well, that's the question. Are they gonna even do something about it? Are they gonna only focus on bug fixes and server stability, right?
Yeah. Have you seen that bringing Siphon Life back into the game on the Void Gauntlet?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. It's gonna be fun to play with. It might be even my secondary weapon.
Yeah. If Void Gauntlet comes out and is focus, how disgusting will that be?
Insanely.
What do you...
I'm hoping it's gonna be focus attribute because it's only life stuff, right? So we have more use for that. But yeah, it's gonna be broken. We already know that.
It's gonna be absent for sure. What do you Well, I have you here, Ulf. What are you gonna run? What are you looking forward to the most out of the beta? It's 3 days, so you might as well try something new.
Right? Yeah. Will be fun to be on the same server. Yeah, might be on open beta.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I meant like what weapons?
Oh, sorry, I had a follow alert. I couldn't really hear you. It was too loud. What did you say again, please?
What weapons are you planning on running for the open beta?
Definitely Hatchet and Great Axe again. I just love that synergy with those 2 weapons.
I like it. Sticking to it. Sticking to your guns.
Exactly.
I appreciate it.
Like I tried other weapons, but I just don't really like the playstyle. Maybe the rapier, alright, the chain flurry. I might like that, but overall, I think really maybe even spear. Yeah, but we'll see.
Oh yeah. You wanna? I'm gonna run my hatchet builds past you. Do you want to take a look at them?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at them. Yeah, I have it opened up on my second screen, so I'll take a look.
So we got our recommended is just focus con because you get to use a life staff.
Yeah.
Low access well. Alternative. This is the highest damage build with a little bit of con, I think. 200 strength, 150 int for the LE conversion gem, tier 1 gem. 15% extra elemental damage from the intelligence, so you don't go into diminishing returns on the strength. I think that makes sense as well. And then my little hipster build, which probably shouldn't be taken too seriously. You get crit chance and stuff.
Hence the name, huh?
Yeah. And then I like, what do you think about like just straight left tree versus the hybrid tree? Do you prefer the hybrid tree? Because I think I've seen you rolling around with social distancing, right?
No, I go with rent throw and the stamina passes because I just love that build too much. The non-stop stamina regen. You can non-stop block, non-stop roll dodge. I really love that one.
With rending throw. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I always get it just from the slow debuff on social distancing, but I haven't thought about rending throw.
Yeah, I don't like how it knocks you, away if you use social distancing.
It's true.
I don't like that.
It has a couple of things. That would be my only. That'd be my only thing on that. And then matchups. These are like 1v1 matchups, like one weapon versus one weapon.
Okay. Is it rapier auto lose as in you will lose against rapier?
Yeah. I think if the rapier is playing well, I don't think you have anything that you can do against it because it's gonna hit you with the riposte into heavy attack, evade, light attack combo, which with the 25% bonus off the things is gonna be too much. And then they just have to dodge roll back and then flashy through you. And they can easily do more than 50% of your HP. And hatchet heal is only 30%. So they can just wait for their cooldowns at that point and just run away. That's my thinking on the rapier auto lose.
Okay, if using this like a running away playstyle, then maybe yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. What do you?
But then again, I haven't really met any good experienced rapier player. Kind of hard to say.
But normally, if you're just trading into it, you think you can just destroy it?
Yeah, easily.
I think the thing is they have to know about the riposte into heavy attack, evade, light attack combo. If they know about that, you're not gonna outtrade it. But if they don't know about that combo, like you're gonna outtrade it every time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is like we're literally talking like 600% weapon damage, and there's no way of avoiding it or anything. It's very strong. What about? Do you think that you can actually beat like some of these things like Ice Gauntlet and stuff?
Oh yeah, if the player is really bad with aiming, or not bad, if you can miss at least one heavy attack after Ice Shower or Ice Storm, then it's easy to beat. In my experience.
I wish they brought back Purge, you know?
Oh yeah, man, it was so fun to use. Love that one.
Purge was very strong. I'm surprised more people didn't use it. You were probably the only person on that. And then you think Spear is just a disadvantage rather than an auto win in 1v1s?
Yeah. Well, against Yui, man, I had some close matches. Well, actually, I was trying to use not to use Berserk because of the heal, and it was close games. But yeah, with Berserk, it's an auto win kind of against Spear.
Yeah, would it change if I told you that Berserk actually the sweep counts as a stagger and so does the javelin? So the only CC on the spear that can hit you while berserked is Vault Kick.
Vault Kick, yeah.
And you can just block that. Well, there you go. Thank you for coming on, Wolf. It was nice to hear
thank you as well.
something.
This was fun. Yeah. It's insightful as well.
Yeah, we gotta do some more stuff sometime. I've been